Prime Minister Barzani, Your Excellencies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we close this final session, I want to extend my deepest gratitude, a special thanks to AUK and for organizing this wonderful event. Many thanks to our distinguished panelists for their profound contributions and their foresight. Finally, I would like to remind everyone to stay seated as for the closing remarks of the MEPS Forum by Dr. Honar Issa, AUK Secretary of the Board of Trustees. Once again, thank you all. Evaratım baş, Supas, good evening. Thank you.
Your Excellency Prime Minister Barzani, government officials, scholars, students, distinguished guests. I want to thank you all for your participation at MEPS Forum. This year's forum took place against the backdrop of a conflict that unfolded just weeks ago. Despite these challenging geopolitical circumstances, we at the American University of Kurdistan were determined to host this year's forum. The imperative of bringing together decision makers, policymakers, scholars, and experts in these tumultuous times for the Middle East cannot be overstated. With this in mind, I normally leave it until the end of my speech to express my gratitude to the group of volunteers who are responsible for bringing MEPS Forum to life every year. But given the size of the forum this year, the magnitude of the crisis facing the Middle East, and the effort our guests have made to join us from across the globe, I want to express my huge thanks and gratitude to the individuals that have consistently made MEPS Forum what it is, and have yet again secured the success of the forum. Special thanks goes to the volunteers, the students, and the staff from the American University of Kurdistan, who have sacrificed many sleepless nights to bring the forum to fruition. We extend our sincere gratitude to our principal partner, the AUK Foundation, and our sponsors, Car Group and Taurus Arm, for their support. A special appreciation goes to our media sponsors, K24 and Kurdistan Chronicle, as well as the KRG Protocol and the Office of Initiatives and Communication teams for their valuable contribution. Lastly, but certainly not least, we express our deep appreciation to Dr. Ranj Al-Adin, whose tireless support has been instrumental in the seamless organization of this forum. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a vision for MEPS Forum when we initiated the first dialogue in 2019, developed a platform that enabled candid discussions and addressed the most pressing challenges to peace and stability in Middle East, and one that would challenge and test conventional knowledge and wisdom, particularly when it came to Iraq and its future. These are tricky times for Kurdistan, as it is for the region at large. But we are comforted by the fact that we have so many friends and colleagues who are willing to make the journey to our beautiful nation in order to become part of a conversation that will shape and inform the policies and will determine the fate of the region. MEPS Forum is a bridge between experts, scholars, and decision makers, as well as a safe space for thinkers to engage with each other, to disagree and agree, and to find compromises when it comes to the most contentious issues and topics. It is these sacred ideals that constitute the guiding principles for MEPS Forum. Most importantly, we draw on the heritage and the spirit of AUK and its students as a linchpin for the debates that unfold. Our forum this year has built on and expanded the analysis and insight that were delivered during MEPS 2022, with this year's forum placing particular order on the conflict in Gaza and its regional ramifications, the prospect of coexistence between the United States and China in the Middle East, the future of the Western-led international order, and the urgency of addressing climate change. We are deeply honored to host the President of Kurdistan Region, the Prime Minister of Kurdistan Regional Government, the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, President of Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, the Foreign Minister of Iraq, the first Deputy Parliament Speaker of Iraq, and the Deputy Prime Minister of the Kurdistan region. The visionary leadership of our esteemed Chairman of the Board of Trustees, His Excellency Masroor Barzani, has been instrumental in shaping the identity of AUK in what it is today. It is his forward-thinking vision that has underpinned the successful functioning of the MEPS Forum. We extend our gratitude to you, Your Excellency. Thank you. A huge thank you to you all for your insights, observations, and time. Safe travels, and I look forward to seeing you all next year. Thank you.